What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're jumping back into Farming Simulator, doing our homestead. We started from scratch out here in our house. For those of you that missed the last episode, we did start our little garden here. We both got a composter, a raised garden bed, and we went ahead, we seeded for grass, because we were going to go grass for our composting operation, as well as we're going to be cutting hay here. And we're going to be stocking up on some hay, because we are planning on having some livestock. We have some major upgrades coming to our farm, as well as our firewood operation. You guys may remember this, but this is a piece of property that we bought that we're actually going to be cutting. That we're actually cutting down our trees, and we're trying to build the soil quality on and creating firewood to help pay for the land and everything. While we were out here cutting some land, our truck actually broke down. This old rusty junk finally broke down on us. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it, but we're going to figure that out later. Business must go on. So as of right now, we are actually going to be buying us a new truck. We got brought out here to this guy's house here. We are going to be buying a 6.0 Powerstroke. And of course, here it is. It actually looks really, really good. It is just an F350, but it is a 6.0 Powerstroke, and it has been bulletproofed already. You guys may know that those Powerstrokes, the 6.0 specifically, do come with lots of issues. This one's already been bulletproofed. It does already have a nice little bar on it, on the front, little bull bar. And it does have a really nice, bright LED curved light bar. So we could be out at our property working with this at nighttime, and that was kind of the idea. It does also come with a fifth wheel hitch rail. Let's fire it up and see how she sounds. Sounds pretty good. So we're going to take it on a little test drive here and see how she drives. Of course, if she drives alright, we'll end up buying her. So of course we'll get out here where we can really get up to some speed. She seems to be running well. It definitely sounds good. So right here, we'll go ahead and leave the city and stomp on it right here. And let's see if she cuts out at all. There we go. So far, it's running really good. It's sounding really good. I'm actually very happy with it. Rides really, really smooth as well. So let's go ahead and slow down. We were going a little way too fast there, but I'm actually very pleased with it. So we'll go ahead and turn off here, and we'll back her up, and we'll actually get out of here this way. Looks like we're clear now, and we'll stomp on it one more time. And we'll slow down before we get too much of a speeding ticket. These 6.0 Powerstrokes are no joke. So this will definitely help us out with picking up some bigger equipment and hauling the heavier loads. Our old junk truck, it was just finally time to upgrade. And of course we have a train we got to stop at. The train's actually moving quite fast for being in the city. I would have thought it would have went a little bit slower than that, but it's actually going pretty quick. Alright, pulling back up at the guy's house. We'll go ahead and turn in here. Alright, well we're definitely going to buy it, so let me go ahead and walk up here and let the guy know we're back, and let me pay the guy. Alright, so I did end up paying the guy $10,000 for this truck, which I think is an absolute steal. It's already got the bulletproof work done to it, and it's got the LED light on it. It's definitely well maintained. I mean, you guys can see. It has the fifth wheel hitch and everything. Now, we are not done upgrading. We are actually going to go ahead and spend even more money, because that is my favorite thing. We're going to come out here to the store, and we're actually going to be buying us a new trailer. So let me go ahead and park right next to here. So we're actually going to buy us a heavy-duty flatbed trailer. Just planning on buying some heavy equipment and some heavier machinery coming up very soon. As well as I needed the flatbed to haul more log sawmill. So we did end up picking this bad boy up for another 10 grand. And we'll go ahead and get connected there. And we're going to pull our new baby. Pull nice and straight, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's a very nice trailer. Go ahead and cross this road here and get back over to our house. Alright, now we'll pull up here. I reckon we'll just park this right next to that trailer for now. Now I am planning on actually upgrading that trailer very, very soon too for our lawn care. So this trailer is mainly for hauling logs and the heavier machinery, and the heavy machinery that we're going to be buying here very, very soon. And this has always been my lawn care setup trailer. Now we are going to be upgrading this very, very soon as well. But I have something next that we're going to do that will probably actually help us out a lot with. Alright, so now that we got our grass seed planted and fertilized, we're actually going to be taking our new truck. Let me close this garage door here. But we're actually going to be taking our new truck and trailer, buying our first piece of equipment. That's going to really help us out with our firewood process, as well as our selling timber. process. So we're going to head on down. We're going to meet up with the farmer. It's just outside of town here. We're going to meet up with him, and then that is where we're going to buy another piece of equipment. I did actually forget to mention to you guys that I did actually change some of the graphic settings as well as my recording settings. Hopefully this game looks a whole lot better to you than what my previous videos were looking like. I changed them, so I'm trying to deliver as high quality content as I possibly can. So comment below what you guys think the next piece of equipment that we're going to be buying is before we get there. Oh geez, guy just pulled out right in front of me, man. Come on. Jeez Louise. Did you not even look? Oh, and he just sits there. This will actually be where we're going to turn right now, going down to the farm. It's actually a really nice farm he's got here. Turning on down into here. And a little spoiler, but there you guys got to see right there exactly what it is that we're going to be buying. So let me go ahead and park this here and we'll drop the gates on this. Here it is. We are actually buying us a skid steer. Now this is an older skid steer. She's definitely been used and abused. It has exactly 3,600 hours on it. So this previous farmer definitely got its money's worth out of it. As you guys can see, it does come with several attachments. So while it's warming up, we do have a regular bucket for it. We've also got some extra weights here, and we've got a pallet fork. So this will help us move stuff around, both at our farm and at our house when it comes to loading compost. Let's go ahead and get this up there. But the big thing, and one of the main reasons why I'm using it, is it's actually because we're going to use it to help load. Oh geez, this is a little sketchy. We're actually going to use it to help us load logs up onto this trailer here. And we got to try and line this up right. This is actually quite sketchy here. It's the first time loading something up on a trailer. Honestly, kind of wish I would have had a little bit of a bigger trailer, it looks like. Go ahead and move this on up even closer. All the way up. Drop that there just like that. And we'll drop back off. Man, that was a little sketchy. It fell a little quick. So we're going to go back in here, attach our weights, and then pick up our forks, and then we will deliver this stuff out to just go ahead. Got our weights attached there. It looks really, really good. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and pick up our forks. I'm very excited about this. One thing I'll say is this thing does spin around very, very quickly. This is my first time using a skid steer. I should probably be careful before I flip it. I know the farmer I'm buying this from is like, what is this guy doing? Anyways, we'll go ahead and get this loaded. And we're actually going to park backwards. I'm going to spin my weight around as much as I can. We'll back up on here. It's a little sketchy. We should be good. Get up on here just like that. Now you guys are probably wondering, why did I park backwards? Well, the main reason was I wanted to make sure that my weight was properly distributed. I also wanted these forks to be down low. Just like that right there, to where they weren't hanging over the front of the trailer. Just like that. And I wanted them to be down nice and low again. I probably could have got away with it riding up over the front. And we may end up experimenting with that in the future. But let's go ahead and get this out to the farm. Fire up our truck. We got our truck fired up, warmed up. We got everything strapped down and ratcheted down. We got our ramps up. Let's go ahead. Now I did buy this for $10,000 from the farmer as well as those attachments. As you guys can see, we are dropping money very, very quickly. So let's go ahead and get this out to our farmland. This is actually going to work very, very well for us when it comes to our landscaping jobs. We're going to use it for several different things. Now I know this is just a smaller tractor as well as it is slightly underpowered. Its main job is going to be for cleaning up our property out there at the farm and loading our firewood and loading our logs for timber. It's funny, you can actually see the truck squatting pretty good. It definitely weighs a good bit with those extra weights on the back trailer. Let's go ahead and get it out to our farm, and I will see you guys in just a moment. I will say one thing, even though I know I got a lot of weight here, this truck's actually handling it very, very well. It has plenty of power. Can't even feel the weight behind me. So we're going to go ahead and turn our here power turn signal on. And traffic decided to take that turn a little sharp. And I'm going to stomp on it right here, and you guys will get to see exactly how quick she gets up to speed. I mean, these 6.0 Powerstrokes, when they're bulletproof, they're no joke. One thing's for sure, I am going to be playing a balancing game between our house at the homestead and this farmland out here. Again, with this tractor, we'll be kind of bouncing it back and forth for various different reasons. You know, this tractor is still on the smaller side, but we are going to use it for some of our landscaping jobs. Things around we're going to do around the house, and when we start producing compost, we'll use it to load the compost and take it off and sell it. Alright, and we are pulling up to our farm now. Now I do need to be somewhat cautious because We are hauling quite a good bit of weight here. Now this truck is 4-wheel drive, so I don't quite have to worry about it getting stuck out here. But I don't want to tip it over or lose my trailer. Down here to the flat surface, right down here. They will drop her here. Jump up in this bad boy and fire her up. Be very careful going down this. There we go, got her off. I'll keep this baby running just to get it warmed up. Let's get this in a better spot. Right, so I'll leave it like right here. I was able to load the tractor. I was able to load the shovel into the bed of the truck. We're going to leave it there for now, as I don't believe we're going to need that out here just yet. So we'll end up taking that back to our house. Big thing is, let's go ahead and get us some logs loaded. It does require us to cut some down first. Let's pull out our big chainsaw and drop this one right here and see how well this works. Go ahead and get it cutted down. Yell timber, everybody, and hopefully it doesn't fall on us or the tractor this time. There we go, perfect. And now we'll trim this baby up. We'll see what size we can get loaded on the tractor or on the trailer. We'll probably start with something like this right here. See how well that works. Drop that down just like that. And now let's load this baby up here with this. See how well this works. In theory, it should work pretty good. Oh yeah, that's actually working really good. That's actually working better than I was expecting it to. Now, I will go very careful because I don't want this to fall off. But it does appear this tractor is heavy enough to pick it up. That was my big concern. Even with the extra weight on the back, I was concerned that this small tractor wasn't going to be enough. Oh, it hit a tree stump, it looks like. I was concerned that this tractor wasn't going to be heavy enough to pick it up. Let's go ahead and raise this baby up here. Oh yeah, we can go quite a bit longer than that. So let's see if I can get this baby to fall off. Just like that right there, perfect. Let's get out and take a quick look. Oh yeah, so we can honestly go quite a bit further than that. I mean, realistically, it can come all the way back to there. So let's go ahead and get a couple more of these cut. Alright, I ever so carefully dropped us another one. This measures about 22 feet. So let's see. Got to get it right in the center there. Let's see if this is too heavy or going to be long enough. So try to pick it up slowly. I definitely don't quite have long enough forks for this. But it's not too heavy for the tractor, that's for sure. Alright, I got her on there. Now take a look. It is just a little bit too long, so we need to cut them down about 19 feet to 20 feet. So let's pull out our chainsaw and actually cut this off, because that's a little unsafe. If I make a sharp turn, it may possibly hit the truck. So we'll go ahead and cut it off right about here. Go ahead and drop this down, cut the saw off. Then I'll pick that up with my tractor here, and we will move this over. And this last piece right here will actually get hauled. It'll actually end up getting cut into our firewood. Of course, I got it picked up right there. And we'll actually take it over here. I have some smaller logs left over here, just like this one right here. This will end up getting cut into firewood. So we'll probably go ahead and make us a little pile right there for firewood anyways. Let's go ahead and finish cutting this up, and we'll drop some more trees. Alright, so there is the next one we got loaded on there. Not terrible. Now one thing's for sure, I am going to go ahead and put 2 straps over this, just to try and keep those from falling. At least just to try and keep those from falling off when I'm loading them. We're going to try and get one more right here, and then we'll stack maybe 2 or 3 up top. Alright, and we did start our next load up top. So I believe we might get 3 stacks up there. Possibly. You know, we got 4 down the bottom. We might get 3 in the second row, and then we might get 2 and might get 1. Now that's probably going to be too much weight for this truck, but we'll see. We'll continue to load them up and at least see how it goes. Now again, worst case scenario, we may end up having to make a couple extra trips here. So far we're looking alright. Let's get an extra strap on it. So we got our extra straps on that next load so they don't fall off. Let's see if we can get 2. Now, I mean, that's almost as high as this tractor will actually reach right there. But we are going to try and get 1 more on it. The truck is squatting pretty good. Definitely not fully squatted, so I think we can probably get at least 1 more log on that for sure. Alright, let's get some more straps all the way across here. I will say I'll climb up here in the bed of the truck and get a better look at it. I will say it definitely looks pretty sketchy. Now I know that's a lot of weight, but we're going to give it a try anyways. So let me go ahead and take this tractor and I'm going to park it over here somewhere underneath the trees, probably out of the sight, kind of hidden from the main road up there. I don't want somebody to come down and possibly steal it, or at least tamper with it. Probably hide it behind. We'll actually probably park it right over here next to our truck. We're gonna park it right here. Let me go ahead and take the key out. Anyways, now the fun part, or the sketchy part, we're gonna have to try and take this down to deliver to the sawmill. So let's fire the truck up. And we gotta try and get out of here somehow. Put this thing to work. It's funny, you look in my rear view mirror and all you see is logs. And we're gonna try and go up straight up it so it doesn't lose, doesn't shift weight or anything. Man, I tell you, this truck is actually just plowing along. This is actually going very well. I really don't even feel that weight behind there. Gotta love a good bulletproof 6.0. I feel absolutely no weight behind me whatsoever. I mean, stomping on it full throttle now is one quick... If it wasn't bulletproof, I would definitely blow a head gasket now with all this weight stomping on it. Now, one thing I definitely have to be careful of is taking very sharp turns. I gotta go very slow, because obviously this is a lot of weight. I'm sure a DOT officer would have a field day. I don't believe, because I am running, that trailer does have dual tires on each one, so I have about 8 tires on that back trailer. I don't believe the trailer is overloaded, and it wouldn't appear as though the truck is overloaded, but I'm probably hauling more than I'm supposed to. So we're definitely going to take this nice and slow, even though traffic doesn't seem to stop or slow down at all. And nice and slow around this turn here. And we got an even sharper turn coming up. Let's see if we can make this turn. Gonna take it nice and slow. Oh yeah, no big deal. Nice stomp on it, see how well it runs. I'm actually quite happy with this. By our little homestead there. We're almost back to the sawmill. We've been to the sawmill once before. Now, one thing's for sure, it's not quite the weight capacity or the power of the engine of this truck that I'm worried about. It's the coming to a quick stop. Now, luckily, we're almost there, and I haven't had to deal with too much traffic or even stop, you know, abruptly for anything, which has been good. We are at the sawmill. Let me go ahead and make this turn and turn in here. And let's see how much money we get for it. So I got a good $10,000. Now I did get a penalty for that. I would have gotten about $400 more if some of them were a little bit cleaner cut and they weren't notched out or anything like that. But I mean, $10,000 for one load is actually really good money. You know, now imagine us doing that several times a day. It would probably work out pretty well and make us quite a good bit of money. The trailer perfect just like that. We'll leave the truck like that. Now I actually have decided I am going to go ahead and leave the bucket in the back of the truck, and when we go back out to the farm, I'm actually going to take the bucket out there. Because in the next video you guys see, we're going to actually need to utilize that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I had a lot of fun doing it, so if you did, please smash that like button. I look forward to seeing you guys in the very next video.